Hello, my name is Michael Roble and I am owner of 412 BIM Solutions. I have spent 30 years in the industry working for every business unit from municipal to steel mills to oil and gas, and these videos are my way to show people of various levels how to use Revit and even toss in lessons learned from projects over the years. With that said, let's get to it. In this video, I want to talk about the selection tools down in the bottom right hand corner in your Revit. I find that they are very underutilized, and even the people that do use them pretty frequently, there's a love-hate relationship with them. Some of them you always want on, some you always want off, some of them you'll toggle, and I'm going to go over that in this video. So the first one is to enable the selection of links in your project. Like right now, I have this CMU coming from a link. This is coming from the architectural file here. I can select it, I can move it, I can do whatever, right? If you were to disable that, now you can no longer select it. You can't accidentally grab it, you can't do anything with it. Typically, I leave that one on. It's not as invasive as some of the other ones. The next one is underlays. So what I did was I added the underlay of the level down below so I can see where we have another floor or some sumps and all that. So if you wanted to put some kind of a features up above, you can use this as a go-by, or it could be part of your production drawings. Depends on your need. I don't really use the underlay too often, at least not in production views, but it's there for that. So now what's happening is if you have this enabled, obviously you can select the underlay. If you have this toggled off, then you cannot. The next one is for pinned elements. So I put a little pad here for this. What I'm going to do is I am going to pin it. So now what that means is I can select it right now because that's enabled. If I uncheck that, I cannot move this. This one here I hardly ever touch. I try not to pin too many things. The whole idea of Revit is for things to adapt to changes. So if you pin too much stuff, it gets kind of counterintuitive to what we're trying to do. This next one I typically leave disabled. So what it is you can pick something by a face. And the face that's looking like at you, like the floor, the surface of the floor. So what's happening is I cannot select this floor to save my life right here, right? But if I disable this or enable this, I can now pick that entire floor. I typically go back and forth. I keep it off mostly, but sometimes you might have a situation where your foundation footprint lines up with the outside of the wall. So you either have the option of tabbing and toggling through items until you get to the floor and then pick it, or you can temporarily enable that, pick the floor right in the middle, and then once you're done with doing whatever you have to do, you can disable that again. This one here is always a debate. This one here is drag selection, and the reason why some people like it toggled on, some people like it toggled off, it all depends on preference. But right now you have this ability where you can grab this and you could drag it and move it to wherever you want, right? If you were to disable that, now you do not. So it starts to affect the way you would do that. Now, what you can do is if you grab multiple things, it will let you move them. But what if you only want to move one of those? So I find it easier to leave this enabled. I think where people want it turned off is when they don't want to accidentally move a link, and that's what they don't. That's why they toggle that to be off. There's not really much to say about this one. This is background processes. So normally if you have like fills going on or something of that sort, it'll let you know and tell you what's still running and everything else. Don't use that very much. This one down here is a filter. So it's the same thing as if I was to do a big cross grab on here and you have a filter up here and you click on this and it shows you all things. You can isolate whichever element that you want to to grab. I can hit check none and say I only want to grab floors, and it'll only select floors. Same thing down here. If you grab all this, if you click on this, it takes you to the exact same location. I hope this has enlightened you on the selection tools and their capabilities and abilities to help you do your work. Thank you for watching my video. Be sure to like and subscribe. There'll be a lot more videos coming.